Hey, what's up, Dingoes? This is Juan Dingo, and I'm here with some more patch notes for you guys. These ones are going to be with Mileena, and let's see, a lot of her changes are to her piercing variation and to pretty much her universal moves. And I'd say there's a lot of give and take in her patch notes because they kind of changed how you play her. She's much more of a safe character now instead of kind of like high risk, kind of high reward. She's more of like low risk, high reward, which is going to make her a lot better as a character. So the first thing they did was the 4. So that's 2 frames less unsafe. So it was never unsafe, it was -4, but now it's -2, which makes it a little easier. Alright, so the hugest change, I think, for her, one of her strings that you see a lot of people using to cancel into is her forward 3-4-3. So you've probably recognized that, or if you're a Mileena player, you know that you usually cancel that into her roll, which is kind of, it's hard to explain. You can still go into her roll, but you pretty much have to work on your timing. And it's probably gonna, because a lot of characters playing Mileena kind of shoot themselves in the foot when they'll just go into that and they'll go into the roll. But this way you stay pretty safe and it's easier to confirm. It is easier to execute, but it keeps you out of a lot of trouble. And it kind of takes off any of your other options, canceling into anything else. I know some people would cancel into that or whatever. Alright, a similar string to that one is her forward 3-4-4, which hits a low, and a lot of people would use that to mix. They would go from that low to a meter burn roll for a low overhead mix-up. You can no longer do that. You can't cancel anything from this, from that string, but what they did do is they took it from -26, which was, I mean, if you're gonna go for that, you might as well, you know, meter burn your roll and hope for the best, because -26 is a really easy punish for your opponent. But now it goes to -11, which is still unsafe, but it's not as bad because they took away your cancel, and it hits as a hard knockdown too. So it kind of gives you time to get up and kind of do what you want to do. Alright, the last thing before we get into the piercing is, let's see, 4. This hits a few more frames, about 2 more frames quicker. So, I mean, you can do that string quicker, I guess, which there's an extended version if you want to. There's that, which is good as an ender. Alright, so going into her piercing variation, her away 1, which is actually like has really good speed and range. It's now a little safer and has more hit advantage. So I don't know who is just going in with just 1, but it's safer. And now a huge difference is if you just go back 1-2. So this string is really good now. It used to be -3, now it's +2. So it was never unsafe, but now it's going to be really easy to use for spacing. Say the opponent's blocking, you throw this out, you kind of can get a little frame advantage on them. Alright, now continuing on her kind of more safer in your face fight style, her forward 1 is now 2 on block, which used to be -8, and 9 on hit, which used to be -5. So this is actually a really good auto double right there. So you can throw this out and be, you know, +2 just like this one. So those are really two really good options. Okay, now the last fix with her is her back 2, which is, you can see it's a really slow move. It kind of looks a little awkward, like they made the animation to go fast but just slowed it down. But anyway, that's -4 on block instead of -9. So it's now safe pretty much, so you can throw that out a little more. Alright, that's all for Mileena on her latest patch fixes, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.